Badlands. Sorry, my friend distracted me.
Get in here, Paige. Get.
What happened to your face?
I'm super excited doing this race and also see the festival. I love everything what's going around, so I think this race and the weekend will be an amazing experience.
I've enjoyed the content that America pushes out, which is a lot for women actually. I'm a huge podcast listener, so I feel like I've got a little bit of the tech down pat and yeah, study the courses, and now I've just got to actually step up and pedal them.
Obviously, Sofia is the one to beat right now. Then we've got Alexis, who has been on the podium here the last couple of years, Haley Smith, true mountain biker, and then we've got some new faces. You know, we've got other Haley. You know, we've got a lot of new people coming in where exactly what Second Lachlan said, which is the depth of the field just continues to grow, and so fighting for that top step while always competitive, I think we're just going to see bigger and bigger battles, even fighting for top 10, top 15. There's not going to be a big drop off.
Last 2 years, I also didn't expect to end up on the podium. I just raced my bike hard and ended up working out. So I think one race at a time has always been my viewpoint of this series, and that's going to continue. Mountain biking's not my forte, but there's enough climbing out there that I think you can surprise people.
Days now, the good new days. But you're doing really good at
The next 20 to 30 minutes, we're just going to look at each other.
I'm ready.
Around the food. We're not going to eat yet. Oh. No. But until Annie decides it's time.
Okay.
When Annie takes the first bite of food, we will be allowed to eat.
Once again, welcome riders, welcome fans. The time is now 8:40. We are 10 minutes away from getting our call-ups underway for our elite men. Round number one of the Lifetime Grand Prix presented by Mazda. Just a few moments away from getting underway. Come on, Keegan. Come on, Lance. Right, Sofia.
Peter. Let's go, Sarah. Come on, Emily. Let's go, LDC. Go, Anna. Yeah. Yeah, Sarah. Okay, so race update at the Sea Otter Classic for the cross-country mountain bike race. For the men's race, Keegan Swenson is leading the race. He's been leading since pretty much the start. And then for the women's, it is Sofia Gomez Villafane. She's also leading the women's by about a minute and a half. Hannah Finchamp is chasing her in second place. Oh. All right, Alexi, that's the way to do it. Come on, Keegan. Come on, Alex. Let's go, Gratz. Come on, Payson. Let's go, Keegan. Come on, Peter. Come on, Lucky. Yeah, Pete, way to go, buddy. Let's go, Dylan. I'll send you the footage. Nice. Nice, get it, get it. Let's go, sir. About 1K to go. 1K to go.
As the old boss, this is Keegan Swenson. What a phenomenal ride. Keegan Swenson making no mistake that he is the man here once again in the Lifetime Grand Prix presented by in America skin suit. Coming across the line, looking pretty happy with his ride on the day. A little bit of a battle coming through here right now. Coming across the line.
What if we put our cameras away?
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
Hey, you went Tyson? Pedal critic, right? I literally
Trying to.
Come back next year. When it's tired.
Yeah, I mean, this year I told myself I really was going to try and not let it come down to a sprint if I could help it. So, I pushed quite hard to make sure try and get a little bit of a gap. Just a little less stressful than coming to the finish with someone else. So, I mean, I've been racing. Like I mentioned, I've been racing since I was 17 years old. So I've started to get a good hang for this race, and learn how this the surface is slippery, and so you have to be really gentle and careful in the corners, and kind of know when to push and when not to push. So.
When did you know you had it?
Oh, I mean, not till the top of the last climb. These guys were charging at the end, and I could see them. Yeah, I could see them back there. But I think I had a big enough gap that it was going to take a big effort for one of them to close, and I was confident I had it, but it's not over till it's over. So, yeah.
See you done, Bob.
All right, we'll see you. Thanks.
Starts so fast, and you immediately drop into single track that I would say is the most technical part of the whole day. So that was kind of the first goal. Once we made it in there, it was just focusing on staying on the wheel ahead of me. Still made a couple mistakes, but was as focused as I've been in the last 3 years. And it's just executing, right? Every race is eating, drinking, paying attention. You can't lose focus once. And today was almost flawless, and it's a big deal for me coming from the road.
Definitely my best Sea Otter. And I really like that course. Yeah. It's just like so, it's got like everything.
Pete, this is, you've never been a true mountain biker, right? No, I'm just kidding. How did the race go for you?
I think I had my best start in Sea Otter ever. I was with the group with Lockie and Toby, but it's not quite my forte, and hit a bit of a wall and had to just kind of recoup and lost some motivation, and then gained some motivation and just had a very mediocre race. But it's a gem. I do so many races, I love it all, but I really have to prioritize the ones that are really suited to me. And I was talking with my wife, and she was like, you know what, you came to this off-road discipline to just have a lot more fun. So racing mountain bikes is fun, and it's okay that the overarching goal here was just to get some sort of a decent drop score in case I have some bad luck later in the Grand Prix. But just was here to pedal and have fun, and what I'm really here is Sea Otter. Now we had the race a day early, which means get to hang out with some people tonight and have some beers, and then get ready for BWR next weekend, which is a lot more like this. Even on my best day, I could get maybe 10th against these guys on mountain bikes, and I had a lot more to lose than to gain. I didn't want to create 2 years ago when I broke my wrist, because I have BWR and then Traka 360 in the next 10 days or 2 weeks or something. So this was more about just protecting it, but it's also, I live 2.5 hours away. I can't miss this.
I first got into the sport on a mountain bike. Then I spent some time racing on the road, and I think in that time my skills went like this while everybody else's skills went like this. And that punchy, everybody's like, oh, this is a roadie course, but it's no wonder that mountain bikers win here.
Cool.
It's a fun day out. It's a great kick in the butt for fitness. I mean, you can't.
Were you at your absolute limit?
It's funny. It just goes in waves, right? I'm terrible at the whole shot, which is the beginning of the race. So then you're just sort of half-ass pedaling for the next 15 minutes, and then you're full throttle, and then you're blown, and then you recover, and then you go, and then
It's one big interval workout.
It's wild, and honestly, that's why I do it, right? You can't mimic this kind of training or this kind of workout and training. So it's awesome.
What a phenomenal ride, a dominating performance out there today. We'll have to compare her race time. For bronze medal, welcome home, third place, Hannah Otto. At the end of the race, and Alexis Skarda rounding out the top 5. What a phenomenal finish for all these women. Looked like a little bit of shuffling going on there over the top of the final climb as they just.
Well, I think Sea Otter it's a good one to win, just because you have all your sponsors that are here. It's kind of the opening round, and it's a good time to test everybody and see where everybody's fitness is. And yeah, I mean, this course, you're kind of pedaling for 4.5 hours straight, so you really have to have a good fitness and a good base coming in. And yeah, I train in Tucson all winter long. I bust my ass day in and day out. I get my butt kicked in the shootout. I have lost my legs and my lungs at the top of Gates Pass and on Lemon, and it's just really cool to have it all come together again.
How are the legs feeling in terms of like the rest of the season? You have some races coming up, BWR.
Yeah. So the first big goal is to try to get the Triple Crown from Belgian Waffle Ride. It will be my first time racing San Diego, so I'm really excited. And then yeah, obviously I'm bound to such a huge. I've won that race. I know how to do it. But it's about everything coming together, and yeah, I'm kind of keeping my goals and my schedule kind of a little bit close and tight, just to not give too much away. But yeah, I'm looking forward to hopefully having a successful 2024 season.
Awesome, thank you. Congrats on third.
Thank you. Yeah, it was very much a physical and mental race. I think that chase group, we were very on and off the gas while we were both trying to reach the group, but also making sure that no one did more work than anyone else. So there's a lot of tactics involved, and it really all came down to the final couple miles, and it was an all-out effort to the finish, definitely finishing, giving it everything you have. So it was very exciting to catch Alexis in that final mile, and just, give it everything.
Are you happy or sad with third?
Oh, I'm very happy with third. Yeah, I think that's a great start to the season. Any day on the podium's a good day. So, and it feels good to be in that group, to be up at the front, to know that, anything's possible throughout the rest of the season.
Was there any point on the race today where you thought you were going to blow up?
Absolutely. I think if there aren't times when you think you're going to blow up, then you should probably be doing something differently during the race. So, yeah, there was definitely a lot of times where you kind of have to go for it and see what happens. But like I said, it was very on and off the gas. So there were also times where you had to be really smart, monitor your effort, and just recover and get ready to go again.
They're little pancakes.
Nice. Okay, as you're eating pancakes and answering questions about your day at work today, was it a good day at work or a bad day at work?
It was, I disappointed with the results because I held second for the entire thing till the last 3K, which is always a bummer to detonate that close to the finish. But honestly, I just wanted an interesting race and a tactical battle, and it was fun. I bridged a gap to Sofia, which was like the main goal once I realized she got a gap.
So you caught her.
Yeah, I spent a lot of energy and a lot of time that whole first lap working on my own to try to catch her back up, and I wasn't sure if I would be able to. But it just seemed more interesting to try to do that than to get sucked back into the group and play tactics there. I wanted to go hard. And
so when you were alone, were you thinking like, I need to bridge that gap because
Yes.
you're burning matches, or?
I was thinking that I really wanted to catch Sofia, and if the group behind me can't catch me, then they're just going to slow me down and no one's going to catch her.
Right.
So I thought I would have a better chance just out there on my own. I knew I was going a little too hard maybe for such a long race, but I felt like it was worth it, and I almost made it.
Did you blow up?
Just for the last 3K on that climb, which is pretty a common place to detonate. I was seeing stars, and I was, 200 watts felt a lot harder than it should be, and I knew that wasn't going to hold it from the riders behind me.
Right.
I was just at that point, I was hypoglycemic, and I just did use so much energy earlier on, but I don't really regret it because it was interesting and fun, and I think, there are some things I need to work on to perfect that. But
what do you mean by that? Like, what do you need to work on?
Well, I think maybe one more gel really would have helped me for the
nutrition.
end. Yeah, and I think that's pretty something I say all the time. It's just hard to know what you're going to need before you need it.
Right.
And you just get caught up. So always focusing on that.
Yeah, I mean, we all know that, I'm not from a mountain biking background, but I was looking forward to it a bit more this year just because I'm more confident off-road and everything. I've got a big target race in a couple of weeks, so I always planned Sea Otter to be a training block. So I actually did the road race the lifetime yesterday and the crit today. But yeah, yesterday's race, I was going well. Like I felt so much more just comfortable descending, and then I just cut this grass. It wasn't even on a descent. I just cut a grass corner at speed, and there was just something hiding in the grass. And then before I knew it, I was on my face. We got up, carried on, so it's all good.
A couple of my fun facts from my player card are that I am an engineer, full-time engineer at SRAM. I was a former child model growing up, did some commercials, and my first race was in 2020, but had a full season, my first full season in 2022.
No way, I would have never guessed those facts. That's really cool. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
What are you hoping for this season?
So last year I placed 10th overall, so that was a really big accomplishment for me, so I'm hoping to build on the experience and improve upon that 10th place and get on the podium.
Nice, good luck this year.
Yeah, thank you.
My name is Michaela Thompson. I am from Boulder, Colorado originally, now living in Durango, Colorado. This is my first year racing the Life Time Grand Prix, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm kind of just experiencing it this year and seeing where I'm at with all the fast women, and yeah.
You want to beat them though, right?
Yeah, of course. But yeah, I don't know, it's a great group of women. I'm really excited to ride with them. I grew up racing ski racing for a while and then moved to XCO mountain bikes, so that's my history with cycling. Did some cyclocross and everything, and then now last year I had an opportunity to ride with Sarah Sturm and Ellen Campbell at a few endurance events. Yeah, and yeah, I love it. I love going far and long and pushing the body to.
What's the one event you're looking the most forward to?
I'm looking forward to Leadville this year. Okay. I went last year and didn't prepare quite as I should have, and kind of like did it on a whim, and that's not a race you can do on a whim at all, and it was a rough race, so I'm super excited to go back and do some proper training and see what I can do there. It'll be fun.
Well, good luck this season. Go ahead and show us your card.
Let's see.
There it is, riding for Orange Seal.
Orange Seal, Specialized, Shimano, Volet, the feed. Yeah.
Okay, so Sea Otter is the one race I've probably been to more than any other event. It's massive, it's huge, it's a carnival, and there's tons of bike racing. But it is one of the most difficult races for me to actually document, because the only way to really capture everything is you need to be in a helicopter, which is what Lifetime did, or if you can't afford a helicopter, you need to do it either on foot or by bicycle, because that's the only way to navigate some of those trails. So that was challenging, but fun nonetheless. Thanks so much to Ventum for loaning me an e-bike to use to get out there to keep up with the pros. The other thing is, for new this year at the end of the races, the riders were scurried into a little finishing area. No media allowed, which really bummed me out, because I was hoping to get some of the finishing shots of the riders celebrating and wiping their faces off and high-fiving each other. So other than that, it was a great event though. I think the riders put in their all. It's the one event you either look forward to if you're a mountain biker, or you kind of are playing it safe if you're on the roadie side of things. It's a long season ahead, but glad to get it out there. If you like the episode, please subscribe, let us know what you think, and we will see you at the next race. Until then, stay Veloworthy.